friends, I am Sharnik and I welcome you all to online learning. Congratulations to all of you to get selected for the Deloitte interview. I have cleared the Deloitte interview in 2022, so I am going to share you the interview questions that were asked to me, and I will also share the tips and tricks to crack Deloitte interview. So be in the video. I hope you will like it. Let us start. So my interview was conducted in the range of 25 to 30 minutes. Okay. So duration was 25 to 30 minutes. And the first question that they've asked to me was, tell me about yourself. Okay. Or they can also ask to you like, introduce yourself. This is the most common question, and you should prepare your introduction beforehand, and you should add only those details in your interview which you think you know about it, like you have complete knowledge about that. For example, suppose you are good in Java, so you can tell my favorite coding language is Java. If you have done any project, suppose in your CV you have given 3 projects, among that in one of the projects, suppose one of the machine learning project, you have good understanding, or you know the project, like everything, every detail about the project, so you can mention in your tell me about yourself that I have just done this machine learning project, or I have done a certification in machine learning, and I have done this machine learning project. Like this way you can add in your introduction. Even if you have done any internship, then you can add that thing in your introduction, because like this way you can take the interview to your strength. Okay, you will, like you are giving them the option to ask the questions from your will. Okay, like this way you can dictate your interview. So whatever you are telling in your introduction, make sure you know the complete details about that. Okay, so I have mentioned, and also why you have done that thing, you have to justify that. In my introduction, I have told, like being from IT, I have told I have done marketing internship. So they have asked, why you have done marketing internship, what benefit you have got from marketing internship. So I have told them that marketing internship has improve my communication skills. Even I led a team of 10 people, so that has inculcated leadership qualities in me. So like this way it has helped me. So whatever you are telling, like if you have done web development, then you should tell how it has helped you, or how it can help the company. Okay, like this way you have to tell. Now they asked me about my project. So even I have done 3 projects, but what I have told about my machine learning project. So if you have done more than one project, then you can tell them like, I have done 3 projects, but my favorite project was machine learning project. Or you can tell them like, in whichever project like you think like you have done maximum work, or you know the maximum thing about that project, you know that project like from start to end, whatever things had happened. So tell tell that project only. Okay, and even if suppose you have not done any project, and many people do, like they have copied from some webs, from like GitHub or anything. So always remember, a cheater will be called a cheater if he is caught. Otherwise, no one will know. Okay. So I am not telling you like to copy from GitHub or any other thing, but now you don't have any option. So even if you have done from GitHub, or your friend has done the complete project, you are just a part of the team, ask your friend to tell you like whatever things has been done in the project. Or you can, suppose in your project there is front end, there is back end, there is a database part, there is a logical part, like why you have done this project, at least know one part. So you can tell the interviewer that I have done this part, and in this part I have done these things. Suppose you have done the back end part, then you can tell the logic that has required, like suppose you have done the project using Python, then you can tell that you have done the Django part. Like this way you can tell. So whatever you have done, don't tell the interviewer that you are bluffing something, you are lying something. even if you have not done it, be confident, and whatever you have given in your CV, I'm again repeating, whatever you have given in your CV, please learn it. Please know what you have done. Because if you have given something in CV, suppose you have given in CV, you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, but they are asking you basic question from JavaScript, but you are not able to answer those, then it will be a negative impact. Okay, so whatever you have given in CV, learn those things first, at least know the basic things. Okay, now in my interview, so in my interview, like in my introduction as well, I have told about machine learning. Okay, so they can ask the base, if you have done any project on the latest technology from any cloud or any machine learning, then it will be a added advantage for you. Okay, like from IoT, like this type of things, because these are the latest technology, so they can ask you basic questions from those technology. So prepare at least the basic questions. Okay, like, so they have asked about the machine learning, what is machine learning, how machine learning is different from deep learning, how machine learning is different from artificial intelligence, like this way. Then they have also asked me the types of machine learning algorithm, like the algorithms are supervised learning, then we have the unsupervised learning, like they've basically asked the different types of machine learning algorithms. Then we have reinforcement learning. Okay, so when suppose they have asked different types of algorithms, or in if you have done anything in cloud, they've asked you PaaS, SaaS, and all those things. Then while you are explaining, try to give examples as well, because if you give examples, they will know that you have not mugged it up. Okay, you also know the actual working of that also. Okay, so always try to give examples. Then they've asked me to write a coding question. They have asked me to share my screen, and they have asked me to write the complete solution of palindrome number. Okay, so know the basic question, the basic questions, basic coding questions like palindrome number, Armstrong number, Fibonacci series, then the basic pattern questions, basic loop questions like HCF, LCM. Learn all those things, or like if you have cleared the written exam, so you know the basic questions. So if you have interview tomorrow, then just revise the basic questions, the logic of the basic questions. Okay, many a times they will only tell to just write the logic, like that way it also happens. Okay, okay, now then they've asked me oops question. So like, I, because in my introduction, see, like whatever I've told in my introduction, they are asking me question from that only. Okay, so introduction and the CV, these two things are very important to drive your interview forward. Okay, like whatever you will tell, according to that, mostly they will ask the questions. Okay, so they have asked me why Java is platform independent. Then they have asked me about exception handling. So if you are telling like your favorite language is Java, then you should know the basics of Java, like what are the four pillars of Java, why Java is platform independent, like what is exception handling. Then there is one more important question is that can we do multiple inheritances in Java? Like then if you say we cannot do multiple inheritance in Java, then they can ask you like so can multiple inheritance can be done in Python? So like these are the basic questions. If you have mentioned in the CV like uh, you know Java and Python both, they can ask you like in which language we can do multiple inheritance. Then you have to justify that, and if you know the answer, you just don't have to say yes or no. Also explain it, why cannot we do multiple inheritance in Java, why can we do multiple inheritance in Python. So know the basics. Okay, and if you are an IT student, many people ask me like which topics I need to cover, which subjects I need to cover. If you're an IT or CSC guy, then you have to know one programming language by heart. Okay, you have to know the basics of DBMS, you have to know the basics of data structures, and if possible, you have to know the basics of operating system. But and software engineering, those topics are also there. Then you have networking, but try at least to do data structure, DBMS, one coding language, and know about your project. These are the basic stuffs. Okay, And if you are from electrical or from machine learning, from mechanical background, for mechanical background, civil background, the most important thing will be for you will be one coding language, okay, and then your about your project, okay, and like what you are telling about yourself, okay. And they can ask you this question like why you are switching from a you are from a mechanical background, then why you are coming to IT, like this way they can ask the questions, okay. Now the next question that they have asked to me was from DBMS. From DBMS also basic question. As I am from IT background, they have asked me DBMS, OOPS, all those questions. Okay, it is quite possible that at your time, even if you're from IT background, they will not ask you this question. They can ask you HR related questions as well, and it is also possible if you're from electrical or electronics background, they are going to ask DBMS questions, data structure questions. So you have 1 day time, so prepare as much as possible, or try to prepare whatever you have written in your CV. That is more important. Okay. Now from DBMS they've asked me acid full form. What is that acid full form? Like atomicity, consistency, like that way. Okay. And then they've asked me what is normalization, what is 1NF, what is 2NF, this type of questions, like basic questions they have asked, okay. Then data structure question. From data structure, the most important, I have even talked to my friends who have given the interview at that time, most of them as well, they have asked the time complexity, okay, of different quick shot, then binary search, like this they can ask the time complexity. From data structure they can ask you basic difference questions, like they can ask you what is the difference between BFS and DFS, what is the difference between stack and queue. So this type of questions they can ask. So that is from my interview, whatever questions they have asked to me. Apart from that, they from my in my interview there were less HR questions, but Deloitte asked HR questions, okay. Like for the common HR questions you can prepare beforehand, like what is your strengths, what is your weakness. If you are telling something it is your weakness, then they can ask you what you are doing to improve upon your weakness, okay. Then they can ask you why should they hire you, so prepare this question by heart, okay. They can also ask you like do you have any other offers. If you have any other offer, you can tell them like honestly, and then they can ask you then why Deloitte. Then you can give the reason why do you want to join in Deloitte, okay. Like this way you can tell, prepare these questions beforehand. You have to understand why you are telling, and your answer should be justified. They should convince, it should convince them, okay. And like as I've already told, know the basics of whatever you have told in the whatever you have written in resume. And other tips that I can give you is like wear good attire on the day of interview. Try to be in formals. If possible, wear a blazer with a tie. If you don't have a blazer and if you don't have a tie, don't need to buy now. Just be in your formals, okay. Look decent, okay. Comb your hair properly, shave your beard, okay. Then be confident. Whatever you are telling, tell it with confidence, okay, because they can try to confuse you. Even if you're telling right answers, they can tell you is are you sure about it. So you have to be confident, and don't bluff, okay. If you don't know a answer, don't give wrong answers. You can tell them that I don't remember that at this moment, okay, because nobody knows everything. There could be possible like you know the answer, but you could not remember at that moment. So you can tell them honestly like I could not remember the answer now, but I know about it, like this way you can tell. So these are the things. What if you have any doubt, you can let me know in the comment section, okay. I will try to solve your doubt, and please share this video with your friends. It will help them as well, okay. Thank you, best of luck for your interview, and have a nice day ahead.